so much for being here. In all the presentation I've shared here, I make it a point of emphasize, through many examples, that one cannot speak of Israel as a single unified entity. Israeli society is composed of various groups with differing social, religious, political, economic, and ideological perspectives, often conflicting or contradictory. This is always important to understand, and especially so today, that the official conduct of the State of Israel is, to say the least, deeply troubling. I find it crucial to keep highlighting the fact that criticism and opposition do not only come from the outside, but also arise from within the country, from organization, groups, and individuals. Even within what is commonly perceived as a monolithic institution, the army, different voices are being heard, including cases of active refusal to serve. Among those refusing to serve in Gaza and participate in the war are both regular soldiers and reservists. They choose to make a stand, even at the cost of imprisonment. It is important that the world recognize this courage and these diverse stances. For example, consider the boycotts of many filmmakers have imposed on Israeli cinema as a whole, while in reality, it is precisely filmmakers and cultural figures who are raising their voices, signing petitions against the war, against the government, and against the devastation and suffering in Gaza. They are being threatened, sometimes even subjected to violence, and we need the recognition and support of the global community. Another topic that I'd like to brief mention is a moving collaboration among ordinary people. In June of this year, a massive fire broke out across large areas. The vineyard of Latrun Monastery were badly damaged in the blaze. In recent weeks, many people, Jews, both religious and secular, Arab, Christian, and Druze, have come together to help rehabilitate the vineyards. The monks expressed great emotion in response to this support, saying they had never expected or imagined such solidarity. So let us all learn to truly see and embrace complexity, rather than adopting a simplistic and superficial view. Thank you.
Hello. Thank you, Efrat, for this refreshing energy. Thanks. We are going to continue with the topic of the recognition of the Palestinian state by the United Nations. Sasha, if you can put the map on so we can have a visual somehow of a visual. It's really small. Yeah. Yeah, so today, till the map comes on the screen, we will just get acquainted with the borders of the suggested Palestinian state. We're not going to get into governance of the state, or anything beyond the borders today. We will continue next week. Okay, so this is the map we have. Okay, so we'll just wait for the map and
Can you see it now, Helen?
no, I don't see anything. I don't know if people do. Can you?
No, there's no map.
Yeah.
Okay, just a second.
Yeah. Okay, now we see it. Yeah, good. Okay, I hope that it is readable. So we will just look at the map and just the physical borders to get an idea of what we are talking about. And the required question is, now, why now? It's a question that has many, many answers, and we'll just stay with it. And the whole world is voting here. I think that 142 for and 10 against. So we look at the map. The Palestinian state is in green, and the state of Israel is in blue. As you see, Palestine is completely inside Israeli territory, except for Gaza, which has its outlet on the sea and the border with Egypt. So if you can, Sasha, with your cursor, show Gaza here. Yes, thank you. And the outlet to the sea and the border with Egypt here. Yes. So there's, and then there is the Northwest Bank. Yeah. With a corridor to the Southwest Bank. And a corridor lower down to part of the Negev. And from there, there's an underground tunnel that will lead to Gaza. This will be the link with Gaza. Yes, this. You can see those pink or red points that are military Israeli bases close to the Jordanian borders, an area of security for Israel. So this is the continuity of the suggested Palestinian state. Look at the size of it. It's bridges to Arab countries, a common border with Egypt that we showed, and there's a bridge with Jordan that is you can almost you can't see it. It's just in the middle there, a little bit higher. Yes, over here. This is the bridge with Jordan. This is the link with Jordan. the Arab country that's in the east, and Egypt in the south. And the Mediterranean Sea, which is an opening to the world. Jerusalem, you can see it with a light blue spots there in the middle. Well, it's difficult to see here. Yes. So, and Jerusalem is divided into East Jerusalem, which will be the Palestinian capital, which will be administered by the United Nations, and West Jerusalem, which will be the capital of Israel. So I'm just bringing this to get an idea of this Palestinian state that will be recognized. The size of it, the continuity of it. Yeah. So this is what I want to bring today. And next week, we will touch upon the requirements made by the United Nations, by the world, really, the requirements to those two countries who are supposed or destined to live in peace and in neighborhood, as long as they acknowledge each other. And considering where they stand in today's reality, and keeping in mind the geographic political context in which all this happens, which means the Middle East as a whole, and its place and function in the world. So let us take one more minute to kind of digest this map and this suggestion and what it means today. It will be voted on the 22nd of September in New York, while till now the Palestinian representatives will not be authorized to enter New York. Yeah. Over to you, Uta.
Yeah, thank you, both of you, for throwing further light on the situation. We are each time understanding a little bit more, one little strand more of this complexity. And this is part of our service to make things more clear so we can hold them in our consciousness in their unbelievable complexity. Okay, so
I'm sorry. I wanted Suta. Excuse me. I wanted to thank Sasha for bringing this map that I hope that it was readable. Thank you.
Yeah, it is, and it's probably not the last time we look at it, I think, Helen. Yeah. Okay. So let us take a deep breath and just be with ourselves for a moment. Settling into our body. Grounding on our planet Earth that links all of us. feeling our hearts, the deep heart between the shoulder blades. And our love beyond judgment, inclusive love. Collect our mental focus now into the center of the head. And letting our vision expand into a planetary perspective. We come to this service as a soul in incarnation, in the will to peace. Visualizing ourselves standing together on a mountaintop within a sphere of pure light. And we link with each other, heart to heart, mind to mind. Soul to soul. And we are aware of our energetical connection with all soul-guided servers as part of the planetary watcher, the planetary Ajna center. And here we stand calm at the midway point between the higher realms and the world below. And let's take a moment to just observe humanity as a whole. Spread over the whole planet. And slowly now focusing in on the Middle East region, West Asia. Getting first a sense of Israel and what is slated to be the state of Palestine. Just sensing this complexity for a moment. And now the wider context, all the other nations and ethnic and religious groups, some long-standing civilizational nations, and others, most of them, nations which have been artificially created by the West 100 years ago. Taking a moment with this complexity of their relationships among themselves and also their different ties to the outer forces. Observing this friction point within the planetary context, this mental, emotional, and physical vortex playing out many of humanity's issues. And this intensity rippling out again on the whole of humanity, just witnessing this dynamic, planetary dynamic. And as we do so, let us also be aware of the presence of our higher co-workers, protecting us and inviting us into their wider perspective. What do they see when they look at the Middle East? What is it that is playing itself out? Let us visualize a time when the needed process will not be done anymore through violence, when right relations will eventually be wrought out in the Middle East, bringing harmony out of this long conflict. What will it take? What we can contribute is our soul light and the inspiration, the ideal, the vision, holding it before humanity of soul consciousness, which will eventually bring about peace. Let us invoke the Lords of Liberation and evoke the soul light in humanity. for forging together a path for the saving force on our planet. Let the Lords of Liberation issue forth. Let them bring succor to humanity. Let the rider from the secret place come forth, and coming save. Come forth, Almighty One. Let the souls of men awaken to the light, and may they stand with masked intent. Let the fiat of the Lord go forth, the end of woe has come. Come forth, Almighty One. The hour of service of the saving force has now arrived. Let it be spread abroad, Almighty One. Let light and love and power and death fulfill the purpose of the coming one. The will to save is here. The love to carry forth the work is widely spread abroad. The active aid of all who know the truth is also here. Come forth, Almighty One, and blend these three. Construct a great defending wall. The rule of evil now must end. See this energy pouring in. See and sense a shaft of pure golden white light, broad and brilliant, flood West Asia. See a huge column of light pouring through all planes. Hold this column steady in the will to peace. See soul light flooding the mental plane of the Middle East. See soul light pouring into the astral plane of the Middle East. See soul light pouring into the etheric physical plane of the Middle East, penetrating into the earth, pouring into the old imprisoning patterns that are still lingering in the ground. See the saving force spreading within the entire Middle East, into each nation and each ethnic and religious group. For all our relations, for the highest good of all. We anchor the saving force in the Middle East through the sound of the great invocation in Hebrew and in Arabic, and we see it spreading all over the planet.
מנקודת האור אשר בדעת אל, יזרום האור אל דעת האדם. ירד האור על פני האדמה. מנקודת האהבה אשר בלב האל, תזרום האהבה בלבבות אנוש. ישוב מורה עולם על פני האדמה. מהמרכז שבו נודע רצון האל, תנחה תכלית את רצונות אדם. תכלית אותה מורי האנושות יודעים ומשרתים. מהמרכז, אשר נקרא המין האנושי, תוגשם תוכנית האהבה והאור, ויחתם הפתח אל הרע. יהי רצון, ויחדשו אור, אהבה ועוצמה, את התוכנית על פני האדמה. אמן.
من نقطة النور في العقل الإلهي ليشع النور في عقول الناس وليهبط النور إلى الأرض. من نقطة الحب في القلب الإلهي ليتسرب الحب لقلوب الناس وليرجع معلم الكون إلى الأرض. من المركز الذي تعرف منها إرادة الله لتقود الغاية إرادة الناس البسيطة، تلك الغاية التي يدركها المعلمون ويخدمونها. من المركز الذي مدعوم بالجنس البشري لينتج تسمين الحب والنور ويختم على الباب الذي يقيم به الشر، ليجدد النور والحب والقوة التسمين على الأرض. الله أمين.